So grow up, young man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that part in.
Go ahead.
Alrighty then. So we reviewed Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, starring Jim Carrey, Tone Loc,
What's her name from Friends?
Courtney Cox, oh, and Sean Young.
He needs to grow up. Ace Ventura.
Yeah, sure.
He
That's
was
who you're talking.
way out of control. I don't think I could have worked on this movie.
Do you want to talk about the plot first, or can I reveal some fun facts?
Do your facts. That's what you want to do first.
Okay, originally he was just a Sherlock Holmes parody.
But then he put a twist on it.
But then they made him a pet detective because the director and co-writer Tom Shadyac, hope I'm saying that right, saw like stupid pet tricks or something on Letterman.
God. Oh my god.
Or pet tricks or whatever it was, and decided to change it from him being a regular detective to him being a pet detective. The scene where Jim was talking out of his butt.
Oh god, that was so bad.
Was based on something he did during in the writing room for In Living Color.
Did he do it on In Living Color?
He did not do it on In Living Color, but it was like during like writing that Keenan Ivory Wayne said, like, dude, one of your sketches isn't really good, and he decided to talk out of his butt.
So since he couldn't do it on In Living Color, he
it was just something he did as a like office prank.
Bad. It was bad.
Also,
it was pretty darn bad.
At least 10 people turned this role down.
I can see why.
Mike Myers, David Spade, Chris Farley,
God.
Rick Moranis, Rob Schneider, I think Whoopi Goldberg, I think David Alan Grier.
I don't think they would have done it justice.
And do you know why they wouldn't have done it justice?
Because they weren't Jim Carrey? Because it was bad?
Because when they all looked at the script and hated it, and Jim Carrey read it and hated it, but Tom Shadyac, who was also a writer of In Living Color, I think, looked at him. They looked at the script and they were wondering if they could fix it. So all of them would have been very different. There was even rumors about making Ace Ventura a woman, and I think Whoopi Goldberg was considered.
Oh God, no. No. No.
Other fun facts.
See, when you named the people that they were considering, then you figure the person that they did use was the best choice.
Rick Moranis turned it down so he could do the Flintstones.
Okay.
I haven't seen that, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
Let's see, what else? A lot of the lines in this there are a lot of lines and moments in this movie that are clearly from In Living Color, including his impression of Popeye. Well, actually, that was more Fire Marshal Bill. He also did his impression of William Shatner's Captain Kirk. And, I think Carrie-Anne Moss was also considered for the role of Ace Ventura.
Why?
I don't know, maybe she wanted to try comedy.
Oh, jeez.
Or maybe I don't know. Also, originally he was just an idiot, but Jim Carrey made it to where
he was a smart idiot.
Yeah, even though he was completely insane and stupid, he still was like smart, like kind of like if they rebooted Columbo and made it Ace Ventura.
Oh God. No, that would not do. No,
Now you
I
know.
could not picture them changing. No. Can we get to the plot?
Now you know how I felt
Okay.
with Scoob.
Okay, let's go on and do the plot. You've done all of
There's
your.
one more thing. There's
Of course.
Is there one more
There's
thing?
always one more thing.
Oh, two more things.
No, you said one.
Three.
You get one, folks.
Three
One.
more things.
No.
Three more. Yes. Three. One.
Can I go take a nap?
I offered you that earlier. You said no. Apparently, Jennifer Aniston had a copy of this and brought it for Courtney Cox, and she was like, I'm never gonna watch it. Oh, I just thought of another fact. Courtney Cox is like scared of like monkeys or something. So the lovemaking scene, even the director said was like the most uncomfortable scene ever filmed. Also, this movie, when Jim was really worried about this because this was like his first big movie. And
was it right after In Living Color?
This was when In Living Color was still going.
Oh, was he still on In Living?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He brought David Alan Grier to the screening, and he was like really worried that like people weren't gonna laugh. So he was like just all moving. It's like, did I do a good job? And so David Alan Grier over laughed, like going, ha 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 ha, and he was like, yeah, whatever, man. No one's gonna see this movie. This movie's too crazy. And Chris Rock,
from start to finish.
And Chris Rock was also at the theater, and David Alan Grier said, "Well, what do you think?" And he was like, "No one's gonna see this movie. This movie's gonna bomb."
Okay.
And then
everybody saw it.
Then it made like what, $100 million or something.
Whoa! Is that why they did a sequel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So in this movie, he's a really bad knockoff UPS person.
Messenger, yeah.
MDS, I think that's what it said, or something. I don't know.
Well, did he portray that just to get the dog?
I think so, yeah.
So he wasn't really working as that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because he would have been fired in 2 seconds.
Hopefully it was just nothing important in that box. He just used it to get to the guy.
Well, he can file a claim.
Yeah. But he didn't have the paperwork because Ace took it.
And Ace has a really terrible car.
Well, it was
that he always like intentionally drives out.
Well, because
has his head out the window.
Because the guy that stole the dog, he smashed.
Shot at it.
No, he smashed with the bat his front windshield and took out his back windshield.
So while this is going on, there's a subplot involving a landlord.
Yeah.
Who's only in for like one scene.
He hasn't paid his rent. And if I've heard scratching, there's animals in there, and he's like, right. Would you like to see? Would you like to check?
And they look and there's no animals, but then he goes, all right. And then like
he whistled.
He
whistled.
Tons of animals come out, including a skunk.
And penguins out of the freezer.
Which made sense.
He had like a doggy door to the freezer.
I think there was also
the squirrel that came out of the nut can.
Yeah.
Planter's nuts. They each had their own spot of hiding and being quiet. So with him jiggling the door a certain way or something, that kind of told them.
I just remembered another fact.
Nope, we're not. We're done with facts.
I'll save. Okay, fine. I'll save it for the end of the review.
Okay.
So anyway, the dolphin mascot for the Miami Dolphins is abducted.
Snowflake.
So Courtney Cox and somebody.
The other guy. They were leaving it up to the police, but then the receptionist is like, "Oh, when I lost my
dog,
I called the pet detective."
Mm-hmm.
No, we'll leave it to the professionals. But he's really good. He did solve it.
Mm-hmm. So there's a bunch of Jim Carrey slapstick. It's kind of like they left like chunks of the dialogue. It's like Scene, Jim Carrey does something. Scene, Jim Carrey does something.
Ugh, tired.
That's kind of what it felt like, because it was extremely random. Would that be a good way to describe it?
But it was like leading into the next scene or whatever. So like when they went to this party,
In
the guy
which
had a shark and not a dolphin.
yeah, in which Ace is like swimming with a shark.
Well, he fell in,
Mhm.
and the shark was like pushing him like what a dolphin would do, would like push you up with his bottle nose.
And I just want to say, how dare Tom Cruise rip off the Mission Impossible theme for his movies? This movie did it first.
Did it? That was created before.
Yeah, it was like 2 years before.
Ah, interesting. They
I think it
both
was.
paid for music rights.
Was it 96? I
don't
think
know.
96 was when the first Mission Impossible came out.
know.
Or maybe it was 92.
I don't know. Just move on. Move it on. Move it.
So anyway, then the leader, or like the coach of the Miami Dolphins, they believe he committed suicide, and then Ace proves that it was actually a murder.
Yep.
And
because the lady across could hear a scream, and if he would have gone out to commit suicide, he wouldn't have closed the door, and you couldn't hear.
Yeah,
his
because the
scream
door
when
was
the door
soundproof.
Was closed. It was double pane soundproof.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
there was
also,
blood
there was blood on the railing.
On the railing, yeah.
How far do you want to go into this movie before spoiling it?
It depends. You can go a little further.
There's one, Ray something. Ray Skinner?
Oh, the kicker? The Miami Dolphins kicker? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, Ray Sniggle?
Sniggle or Sneakle or whatever you said.
Because they changed it to Tinkle.
Yeah.
It's not listed.
Oh, okay.
So then they realized that guy went insane because he missed a field goal.
Yes, and the Dolphins lost the Super Bowl that year. And if he blamed it on Marino for holding the ball incorrectly.
And he got so much hate and slack for it that he went into a mental institution.
His parents' house was all graffitied.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, when Jim Carrey goes into the insane asylum, this is how he dresses. As a football player.
Yeah. Ballerina football player.
Mm-hmm. And that's when he finds out about, and that's when he thinks, I can't exactly remember how, but there is some part where it involves Dan Marino.
Yeah, when he's trying to get
should we say why he was being investigated, or why he went to the Ray Sinkle or whatever?
He was trying to find him.
He was looking for the ring.
The ring.
Because
the stone gone.
Yeah, there was an orangish brown stone that was removed.
Coral.
And
he found it in the shark, or in the dolphin tank drain.
No, he didn't. He found it in the field, I think.
No, it was in the drain.
Okay. Well, in the field is when he found out what the car was.
Right.
Or vehicle.
It was a moving van.
So
and he had to he noticed right away with the tire, and then he had to pick up the grass, spit it out.
Yeah, and he was eating and spitting out sunflower seeds.
Oh God! While he was talking to Courtney Cox.
Melissa, right?
Was her name Melissa in the movie?
I think so.
Okay. She's like, "Would you like an ashtray?" No, I
don't. No, thank
smoke.
you. I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit.
Yeah. Anyway.
So.
Would you recommend it?
So Dan Marino was kidnapped.
Uh-huh.
And you'll have to see the rest of the movie to find out. Well, except for the fact that Kay spoiled that he solves everything.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah.
Well, they might not have heard me. You heard me. But
You're on camera!
But you'll have to see how he solves it. If they find the punter, and if they find Marino, and if they find Snowflake.
I think...
And why does that guy have a shark?
I think because I didn't grow up with like 90s era Jim Carrey.
That was the 90s era?
Yeah, it came out in 94, I believe.
Didn't see him, so I don't know.
Yeah, it came out in 94.
I didn't see him. You got it?
Because I'm used to like later era Jim Carrey, like Bruce Almighty and The Grinch, and are there any others that I have?
Oh.
I usually like him as an actor. In this, I don't know if I was overhyped or if I was expecting more, which is weird to say about this movie.
Yep.
I did get genuine laughs.
Yeah.
Which is more than I can say from Champagne Game.
Oh wow. There were some laughs, but there were times
which is more than
to sleep.
Which is you did fall asleep.
I know, I think I did. I need steps on my Fitbit, people.
Mm-hmm. Trying to work off that Christmas dinner weight.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Sorry.
The cats have to eat in about 10 minutes.
So would you recommend this movie?
Only if you like Jim Carrey and his weirdness. I
will say this, the movie was only 87 minutes, so it could have been like one of those comedies that was like 2 hours long.
Which we may watch a 2-hour long movie, but it's more of a drama. Of course my pick is what he's gonna say.
That's not next.
Oh, well, it's coming up. Maybe February, whatever.
No, it's going to be later this month.
Oh, yay! We have to get it from the library.
So I would say if you're a Carrey fan, you've probably already seen it. If you're not a Carrey fan, I would say rental. It's not.
Or check it out and get it free from your library.
That's what I meant. It's not like torture. Well,
is it on Tubi? Is it on
Netflix?
Hulu, Netflix?
I don't know.
Is it a Paramount movie?
It's Warner Brothers and Morgan Creek. The same people who did one of your favorite movies. Wrongfully Accused. What, you don't like that movie?
I don't really remember it, folks. I watched the movie.
It was the Leslie Nielsen. It was the Leslie Nielsen one where he was like Braveheart. It was like a parody of The Fugitive.
Yeah. Wasn't he also in the Blind Bomb or Naked Bomb?
Naked Gun and Airplane.
Naked Bomb.
No, that was the guy that was Maxwell Smart from Get
Oh,
Smart.
from Get Smart. Okay.
He was in Naked Gun. He was in Airplane, a superhero movie.
Wasn't he in more Naked Gun 2.5 or something?
And 33 1/3. He was in he was Mr. Magoo.
Mm. But anyway,
tune in next time where, you know what? It's been a while since we've reviewed an action movie.
Uh-oh.
I know it was last week, but it's been a while. So let's review another one.
Okay.
Bye!
Bye-bye.